that's the whole thing. Like, the main two characters are kind of like, they have aspirations to be in the industry, right?
I literally turned to Grant 20 minutes in when like they're like writing the script in their house, and I said, "That's literally us." And I go, "You're Jack Black, and I'm Paul Rudd."
Drew, do you want to know one of my favorite funny movies ever?
Sure.
Nacho Libre.
I knew you were gonna say that.
No, you didn't.
No, I hesitated, then I was like, I know exactly what he was gonna say.
Nacho Libre is hilarious.
I've never actually seen it.
You've never seen Nacho Libre?
I knew you were gonna say this. Yeah, I haven't.
Okay, this is actually one of my pet peeves, really quick, sidebar. When you're into movies, right? Which if you're watching this podcast, chances are you're kind of into movies. And someone comes up to you who knows you're into movies and starts talking to you about this very famous movie that is on your watch list that you haven't seen. I think a great example of this, which I'm going to get flack for it, I haven't seen Godfather Part 2 yet. I've seen Part 1.
I haven't seen either of them.
Oh, that's somehow...
I don't know if I should even say that on a movie podcast.
Should I bleep that out? I'm probably not going to. Hey, we'll review those at some point. I've been meaning to get around to it, right? It's one of those that, like, I know I need to watch. Same thing with Taxi Driver, or, like, you know, I could list a ton. And someone's talking to you about this movie, and you've seen hundreds of films, right? And they go, "You haven't seen that movie?" I'm like, no, I don't have infinite time to watch every movie. But sometimes do I choose worse movies to watch than Godfather Part 2? Yeah, maybe I do.
So. Like Anaconda.
Segue.
I can confidently say Anaconda is worse than Godfather 2. I haven't even seen Godfather Part 2.
You know what? I will not bet against that. I think that's very accurate. But
yep.
Real quick, welcome back to Stole My Line, a Fireside film podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Drew.
And we are the fastest growing outdoor fireside at night movie podcast out there.
Heck yeah.
So we're glad you're here.
So by now, and that means subscribe, by the way, for those of you who are new, just subscribe.
Yeah, like 95% or maybe more are just not subscribed.
Our stock is going up, so to speak.
Just guys, it's time. It's time. Anyway, we're talking about Anaconda 2025, which I don't think I really knew that there was another Anaconda.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I kind of thought it was a whole gimmick that they were rebooting it, but turns out there was an actual first Anaconda.
Yeah.
Which makes this movie even more meta. But yeah, I mean, we went and saw this last night. It's a quick hour and 40 minutes. We were out of the theater, so.
Oh, and by the way, we should thank y'all, because the only reason we're doing this is because we hit 1,000 likes on the last video.
Yeah, frick y'all.
Which... Low-key, Grant gave that
I
hit,
lowballed it.
And then y'all smashed it out of the water. And I was like, why didn't we make it like 5K?
My mindset behind it was we kind of had one Stranger Things episode that blew up. And we got, I think, like 2K likes on it or something. And I was banking on, like, you know, I would rather go watch Anaconda than this be a fluke. And so I said 1,000. And that one that we posted has more views and 3,000 likes. So, and
we are men of our word, so here's our Anaconda review.
Yep, we did this for you. Anaconda, the movie.
The movie. Starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd. What did you like?
Well, I like Jack Black. And that's kind of why I brought up Nacho Libre. I think Jack Black is very funny. If anything, I wish he did more serious roles, like The Holiday. He does a more serious role, and it's actually, like, very good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at this point in your career, you kind of know what you are, so why not stick to it? But I did think it was very funny. I like Jack Black a lot, right? It's hard to think a lot of other great stuff about this movie, but this movie was surprisingly well made. And I say that, not that it's like breaking any crazy ground, but the CGI doesn't look that bad.
That's true. And I will say there's some cinematography.
A lot of this looks like it was shot on location.
I know.
Like,
yeah.
I kept looking at the boat. If this is like green screen, it's very good. Because every time we looked at a boat shot, I'm like, is that background blue screen or green screen? I'm like, no. This kind of looks just like they're on a boat somewhere.
Yeah.
Which was kind of impressive. There were about 5 jokes I laughed at. And the ones I laughed at were actually pretty funny.
I will say this movie was significantly funnier than I thought it would be. Especially for us.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't say we're in the industry.
But we
have aspirations, right?
That's the whole thing. Like, the main two characters are kind of like, they have aspirations to be in the industry, right?
I literally turned to Grant 20 minutes in when like they're like writing the script in their house, and I said, "That's literally us." And I go, "You're Jack Black, and I'm Paul Rudd,"
which is like not great, but you know what? No, I think if you like movies, there will actually be a surprising amount of specific humor that you will find funny. Like if you know anything about the state of Hollywood or reboots, or you follow any of these washed up actors, which this whole cast is a little washed up at this point. Yeah,
that's true.
I mean, you will appreciate some of the jokes and stuff. It's very meta, but
it's very meta. The Jordan Peele joke I thought was hilarious.
It was very funny. Very funny. And I read some scathing reviews of this movie. Like, just like, this movie is lifeless and all the things, right? I didn't think it was that bad. And here's why. I'm probably higher on this movie than you are, straight up.
I think you probably are.
Because this movie does not try to be good.
And that, I think.
And it is like a well-made bad movie that is attempting to be a cult classic.
Right.
Like, yeah. I feel like the people in the writers' room were like, let's make a very meta, very dumb movie. Let's make it okay. Let's get some decently big-name actors, and it might become a cult classic one day. And I kind of feel like they hit a home run in that very specific thing.
For being I think you have to take it for what their goal was, and their goal was to make an Anaconda reboot.
Yeah.
And not be the next Godfather.
Yeah, right.
Which, like, they did, and it was good, and it was funny.
And this isn't, like, breaking new ground, or this isn't the funniest movie ever made.
Correct.
Like, this isn't Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You know, we're not getting
Is that the funniest movie ever made?
When's the last time you've seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
I saw it this summer.
Dude, I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail is the funniest movie ever made. It is so funny.
I don't know.
Dude, okay, we got to review
We'll get into that later, but that's okay. A take I want to go deeper on.
I might want to hear your funnier movies in your mind, but let's do you want to talk about...
No, we'll talk about it at the end.
Yeah. Well, do you want to talk about spoilers right now? Or tell me what you liked and didn't like first before we get into spoilers.
I like the meta-ness. I like the humor. I thought Paul Rudd and Jack Black had great chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
It was slightly relatable in the sense of, like, two kind of washed up people trying to pursue their dreams. Not that we're washed up now, but...
Check back with us in 40 years.
TBD. But I think you're right. I mean, I think this is not the movie to, like, critique or analyze the story or get into it. I mean, Ice Cube shows up for 2 minutes and shoots the huge snake with a flare and then leaves, and J-Lo shows up at the end.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh well.
If you're really upset, I'm sorry.
You know what? If you're really upset, shoot us out in the comments and we'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll just say we're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry we spoiled Anaconda for you. The reboot, not the original. Let's just get into spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. It's It's
well, guys,
funny.
thank you for checking out Stole My Line. No, there was one moment where they're shooting the scene early on in the movie, and Paul Rudd is close to this pet anaconda that has been kind of sweet. It killed a bird, but, you know, it's a snake. What do you expect? So he's up close to this anaconda, and Jack Black is like, just get a little closer. And he goes, nope, and he just throws it under the boat. It goes into the motor and explodes, and blood is everywhere. I was like, yo, what? I don't know why. It was very funny. It was very unexpected. I don't know what I expected from that scene, but that wasn't it, and I laughed. Yep. So there's a spoiler for you.
I thought the Jordan Peele joke was funny. I already said that. I mean, look, the story was stupid. It was pretty dumb. There were so many, like, contrived moments. So, like, for my brain, I think it's always when I watch a movie, it's always hard to turn that off.
Yeah.
But I think when I did turn it off, I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
And I laughed, and I had a good time. And I told this to my family, and they're like, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm sorry I'm throwing you under the bus, family. I said this literally like an hour ago. I'm like, they're like, how was Anaconda? I said, it was entertaining, but it was a bad movie. And they're like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, yes, it does.
I actually have two things I want to reference, which I hate to sound like we're going deep on this, but there are multiple types of bad movies. I'm not going to get into all of them.
Okay.
But I do want to say what I wrote on my Letterboxd, which, if you want to follow us on Letterboxd, Links are in bio.
Links are in bio. You should.
Yeah, so go ahead and give us a quick follow. But Anaconda, I wrote, if a movie attempts to be bad and succeeds, is it good? Especially if I laughed more than 3 times. And then there are movies that try to be good and are bad. And in my mind, a movie that is bad and does bad well, and like the goal is to be not great, is better than a movie that tries to be good and miserably fails. And the movie I thought of first was Eddington, which is just horrible. So
I do. You told me this in the parking lot of Regal at like 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
You said, I think this movie is better than Eddington. I think I disagree.
This movie is better than Eddington.
No, this movie is not better than Eddington.
Eddington is horrible.
Eddington is not great.
Eddington is awful.
But it's not. This movie is not. You can't say this movie is better than Eddington. It might be more entertaining.
Listen, it's the difference between like airballing a game-winning 3 and making a layup in garbage time.
Making a layup in like versus 5th graders.
Yes, like at least the layup went in,
Right. I don't hate this argument from you, but
we can disagree. This is Anaconda and Eddington. We can disagree on this. This is not that deep.
It's true. Okay.
I don't know. That's my thoughts. Anything else?
No, I think I agree with your thoughts in the general sense.
Okay.
I think if a movie, I think you have to take the movie's goal in mind.
Yeah, 100%.
When critiquing something.
100%. And like you said, this is one of those movies that turn your brain off. Go with some buddies.
Right.
I was talking to my brother about it. He's like, was it any good? I was like, honestly, dude, if we sat and watched this at midnight with like all of our friends and stuff, we'd probably laugh our butts off.
It would be very entertaining.
Right. So,
and to some degree, I think especially for me, I'm like, I always want it to be artistically moving and like shake me emotionally. But, which I think there's lots of room for that, and this is a whole lot about what this podcast is about.
yes.
But at the end of the day, sometimes you just need to be entertained and laugh.
Which at a certain point, that's kind of what Anaconda was poking fun at. Because they were like, themes. Wait, that's a really good plot point. Because themes. But then it was kind of sweet because they were kind of making their dream movie sort of that they, bonded over making their dream movies or making movies when they were kids. And so there was like sweet moments in this movie that was not terrible. So
no,
do with that what you will.
It's entertaining. It's relatively lighthearted. Except for like the big snake eating people, which is kind of the movie.
Yeah.
It's good. I would say Anaconda is a good movie.
It is a good bad movie.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's rank this somewhere.
Okay.
I
have something that is higher than I thought it'd be.
All right, tell me.
Streaming.
You know what? I was actually coming to this podcast like, you know what? Watch it if it's free on Tubi. I kind of think watch this on streaming. If it's on Netflix with your buddies,
exactly.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
If you are into Jack Blacking all over the screen, this is it.
I hate that phrase.
It's
Whatever
true.
just came out of your mouth, I hate it.
I don't know what we're doing next week. I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, hold on. I know. Look, Final Destination. No, not Final
Destination.
28 Days Later.
Oh, no.
That's coming out. If y'all want us to do, for those of you who are new, we do little marathons, okay? So, like, when Wicked came out, we did Wicked 1.
When Avatar, we did Avatar 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
If y'all want us to do 28 series, we'll drop them. Or we'll just do just 28, whatever the new one is.
Which is kind of a part 2. Maybe we'll at least do the newest 20. You know what? We're going to figure it out.
Let us know what you want.
We'll put some poll on
You're
the
our
YouTube.
boss, audience.
We are at your will. Hey, we got a lot of other great stuff that has happened. Our Stranger Things episodes are right here, or here. They're somewhere. So go check those out, and we love you guys.
We do.
Yeah, take a break.
Enjoy film. Including Anaconda.
Enjoy Anaconda.